If you've enjoyed the acoustic performance tonight, do we have Grace out there, Andrew or Stan? Sure do.
The one with the bullseye on it has acoustic songs.
So if you're like, hey, this hard rock stuff, no thank you. But the acoustic stuff I like. We actually do have, it's an album called The Best of Disciple, which has all of our singles, radio singles on it, and it also has 4 acoustic tracks at the end of it. So if you like the acoustic, then you can buy The Best of Disciple. It's back there. And if you didn't like anything, then buy a whole bunch of stuff anyway and give it away to somebody. Christmas is very close. And all that kind of stuff. And if you're cold tonight, for instance, we have a hoodie. We'll warm you up. It's great. You should buy one. And if you just like flags, for instance, and just want to fly a flag in your front yard, we have a flag for you to fly. We'd like to give you a little music lesson. How many musical people do we have in the church tonight? Let me see you. All music people? Okay, great, fantastic. So you guys already know this, but for the rest of you that aren't very musical or maybe just don't know, we're going to give you a little music lesson here tonight. So in music, music is basically math. I hate math, but that's God's Jedi mind trick of making me like math because music is math. So I like music, but I hate math. So obviously I'm twisted. Stop. All right, so music, we got 8 notes in a scale, major scale. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 8 notes. Now, those of you that say, all your songs sound the same, we only had 8 notes to choose from, ladies and gentlemen. So back off. Maybe you could do better with 8 notes, but we only had 8 notes to choose from. That's why all of our songs sound the same. Anyway. So, there's only really so many ways. Okay, this time let's go 7, 6. Right. Okay, this time 1, 3. Anyway, so the 3rd note in the scale, that's called the major third. Now you can take it a half fret down and it'll become the minor third. See that difference there? Now you don't know this, you don't realize this, but see, music has a way. God created music to tap into your soul, okay? Like, it has this way, and let me explain, because I'm just, this is true. You can wake up one morning and be fine, right? And just be absolutely, totally fine, like didn't think you're going to do this or that, and then this minor third note here comes on, right? And all of a sudden it's just like you're like crying at a red light. You don't even know why you're crying, and all of a sudden you're just weeping, right? Because this song happened. Or for example, like let's say a rock song comes on. I won't mention any names, but let's just say it comes on. You're at the same red light. Then all of a sudden this minor third happens in a little fast beat way. Next thing you know, you're going 100 miles an hour through a 15 mile per hour school zone, and the police officer pulls you over. And he says, what were you doing? Maybe that song, which is probably not okay to sing it in church. Now we're going to maybe, have to ask Jesus to forgive us for that. But anyway. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. But I think that argument would hold up in court, like I think that it's a legitimate argument, the way God has created me. You're saying, like, I'm sorry, Your Honor, the Kickstart My Heart came on at the red light. I had no choice but to drive 100 miles an hour at that point. I apologize. I know I was in a school zone, but it wasn't my fault. I think that argument holds up in court. That's just me. But also, like, the major third has this way of just making you happy, and it just makes you feel good. It takes you to that place of where the clouds are beautiful. You know they're clouds. You know what's in them, but you don't care. They're so nice and pretty, and it's clouds and it's blue sky behind them. But then you just take it a half step down to the minor third, and then it's like all of a sudden those same exact clouds. Now I know what's in them, and it'll just be a matter of time, and it's going to rain. And this days, I was just planning this picnic outside, and now it's ruined, right? So like, I went to a Celine Dion concert in Las Vegas, and I will not apologize to anyone in here for that. You're not going to make me feel bad about it. I'm way past it. I'm married with children. I don't even care anymore. So the thing is, like, she was singing My Heart Will Go On, like Titanic song. I was weeping in the middle of this concert, like literally had my hands out, almost semi-worshiping God, where I caught myself. I was like, what is happening right now? Like this music has this way of just like doing this thing to you. So we wrote a rock song called Rise Up, where it's kind of a powerful, rock song where we wanted to kind of just like make people unknowingly like, white knuckle, like make a fist. They didn't even know they're making a fist, and that's what kind of the minor third will make you do when you play it fast. And so we wrote a song called Rise Up, and this is the riff right here. You hear a mean riff like that, and it just makes you flex all the muscles in your face, like you just got that thing going on. But like these guys, as you can see, we're a bunch of goofballs, and these guys were goofing off on the front of the bus. That's where the goofiness happens. And the front of the bus, they were goofing off, and they changed just one note of this song, and it went from All the muscles flexing your face to this.